What is up, F and True followers, wrestling fans, and members of the YWC? GAC Styles here with the F brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com with a little bit of a different video for you guys today. You're used to seeing us bringing you the Monday Night Raw, the TNA Impact, the Friday Night SmackDown, and both WWE and TNA pay-per-view reviews. But for the first time ever, we are bringing you FCW reviews. FCW is taped on Thursday nights and aired on Sunday afternoons. And the wonderful thing about YouTube.com is you could type in anything about wrestling and you could most likely get it. I was able and luckily to find a episode of FCW from this past Sunday, March 18th, 2012, and I was very impressed with the show, and it got me so excited that I wanted to watch it all the way through. I did not fast forward at whatsoever, and it was just an overall great show, so I'm going to get right into it. We open up the show with Chris Russo standing next to William Regal, who also do the commentating during the show. We hear that FCW will have a new general manager in weeks to come. We also see Dante Dash go against James Bronson. We see James Bronson pick up the win in very fast fashion. We see some great wrestling moves out of the two. You know, it was a very fast-paced match. We also got, with the finishing move of the match, the submission match, we actually get to see the Taz mission, which is, I don't know what the young man calls it, but it is almost something similar to what the Taz mission was. And it was very cool to see that submission again. You know, after not seeing it for so many years, everyone has gone and modified it, or they usually call it a rear naked choke nowadays. But it was really nice and nice nostalgic factor to see a Taz mission again. Although the gentleman did not call it the Taz mission, they really just called it a choke out. So we see James Bronson pick up the win. Then we go to a Leo Cruz segment where actually back in December, Brian and I were able to actually see Leo Cruz in a six-man tag match, and this guy was phenomenal. He was great at that show, and he was also, you know, one of the most chanted during that match. Leo Cruz is the FCW World Heavyweight Champion. He went on to talk about Mike Dalton and said it only took him a week to reclaim the FCW championship. He says that he is the FCW's Rocky Balboa, the true Cinderella story. He goes on also to say that he lives, breathes, sleeps, eats FCW gold. We then see Caitlyn, NXT Season 3 winner, and Audrey Marie pick up the win over Paige and Sophia Cortez. Now, the thing about this match that really stood out to me was the wrestling. This was something similar to what the TNA knockouts do over in TNA. It was just pure wrestling ability. Again, these divas are hungry to get to the mainstream in the WWE. Caitlyn has tasted what it's like to be in a WWE ring and in a WWE match. Now, we saw some fantastic wrestling ability, some fantastic moves, which actually the match ended with a very unique style submission. It was, Caitlyn was on her back and she took her opponent's arms and tied him up with her legs behind the back. It was almost like a leg scissor full Nelson. We see that pick up the win for Caitlyn and Audrey Marie. We then go into a post-match attack by Sophia and Paige, which is to no avail, which is, we see them basically, you know, get thrown out of the ring, and which is kind of cool is William Regal, you actually get to hear him on the mic, and he's basically like a funny guy. He is almost to what Jerry the King Lawler is to the Divas on Monday Night Raw, which was epic. It was fantastic. I can't wait to the next episode to sit down and watch it. Then we go into the next match, which was a match that I was most looking forward to. It was Chris Hero's debut in WWE's FCW, under the ring name of Kassius Ohno. Picked up the win over Xavier Woods, who is better known in TNA as Consequences Creed or by his real name Austin Woods. This was a fantastic match, great athleticism by both competitors. The match had me hooked. Now, these guys, granted, I don't know too much about Kassius Ohno from ROH, but I do remember watching a couple of some of his old matches in ROH as Chris Hero. And everyone knows when we first started F and True Wrestling that I was very big on Consequences Creed with Jay Lethal over in TNA. So it was very fantastic to see Xavier Woods wrestle, and I'm definitely wanting to see him be brought up to the WWE sometime soon to be in the mid card. Maybe getting an Intercontinental Championship or United States Championship shot sometime. But it was a fantastic match. These guys went out there and they were trading back and forth, jockeying for position. Every move was getting countered. Both wrestlers were trying to outdo the other. But the match ended with a vicious knockout forearm shot by Kassius Ohno on Xavier Woods for the win. We then see a promo by Raquel Diaz, who is the daughter of the late great Eddie Guerrero and Vicky Guerrero. She is the queen of FCW and the FCW Divas champion. We see her get attacked during her promo by Audrey Marie, who have been having an ongoing feud over the last couple of weeks. So when we get more information on that, I will bring it to you, because I will be bringing you guys this review every Monday. So please make sure you check that out. We then see the main event of the night. We see a FCW Jack Briscoe 15 match, which is a 15-minute, something similar to a 15-minute Iron Man match. The winner at the end of the match with the most pinfalls or submissions wins, and they go on and they fight for a somewhat of like a little medallion on a red, white, and blue strap, something kind of similar to a pretty much like an FCW gold medal, which is kind of unique. We see Antonio Cesaro, better known as Claudio Castagnoli from ROH, to take on Richie Steamboat, who is the son of WWE legend and Hall of Famer Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Now, this guy was fantastic. He took it to Antonio. We see him pick up the win in a draw, which he was able to hold on to his FCW 15-minute championship, which is a little medallion. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. Again, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to go too in-depth into this, only because it's the first time I'm watching FCW. So once I get into it and I know a lot more of the wrestlers, I will be able to bring you a 5-star review. Please check back later in the week, next week, and stay tuned for the Friday Night SmackDown review tomorrow night. Also, please stay tuned for Superstars. I'm going to get back into reviewing Superstars for you guys as well, along with FCW, and Brian will be including the NXT in with his Friday Night SmackDown reviews. So, guys, thanks for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe if you have not. Let me know your thoughts on who you like in FCW. I'll put the link to the website down below, and you can research some of the wrestlers that are down there. There's a lot of guys that are down there. Husky Harris is over there with his brother Bo Rotunda. Just very fantastic. And actually, I believe he's over there under Wyndham Rotunda, which is Husky Harris's real name. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Catch you later.